Because I said so. That is not a phrase you're ever going to hear a real leader use. A frustrated manager, a frustrated boss, a frustrated parent? Absolutely. I say it all the time at home. How often do you think it works? Never. It has never worked for me. I feel good blowing off steam, but in this video, we're going to talk about the basics of what leadership is. Welcome to the channel, Leadership with Mike. On this channel, I help new managers become better leaders, and I do that with no nonsense sense, if that makes any sense. What are the basics of leadership? Before we get into the basics of leadership, let me suggest you subscribe if this is what you're interested in, because the channel is full of leadership advice, leadership ideas and concepts. Whatever you have on your mind, we've probably got an answer for it. Okay, the basics of leadership. As a leader, you see the big picture. You're the one steering the ship. You're the one who can foresee the obstacles or the potential problems. You're the one who picks the people, picks your team, or fixes your team to get to the desired destination. That's you. Seeing the big picture. The how, the who, the what, and the why. You're not worried about the minuscule day-to-day. You're thinking a little bit bigger than that. The next thing that a leader is, in its basic form, is a teacher. You teach your team how to do things. You share your knowledge. You build up your staff. You don't just jump in and take over because you're doing it wrong. That is not what a leader does. Like I said, a leader teaches. A leader shares their knowledge. A leader takes time and answers questions. A leader is there so that they can lead, because there's employees that want to do work. There's your team members that want to do their job. And if you come in frustrated and just take over because they're not doing it right, you're not being a leader. You're not leading anybody. So remember, you need to be able to teach what it is that needs to be done or how it needs to be done. Next, a leader is somebody who can let it go. Not care, but let it go as in they don't have to do the work. They get the opportunity to delegate the work. They allow their team to do tasks that their team can do. As a leader, it's not that you have to do everything. You have to make sure everything gets done. That's the key, getting it done. It doesn't mean you overwork yourself. It doesn't mean that you're pulling, 100-hour weeks. If you have to, you have to. But the idea is that you as a leader can delegate tasks to your team so that everybody's workload is fair, including your own. Speaking of delegation, link in the description if you're interested in Delegation 101, where I teach you everything from what delegation is, who you should delegate things to, what you can delegate, all the things. Link in the description. And for the next few weeks, there's a discount code, 55% off. That's from me to you. Okay, this next one is one that I feel I'm really good at. I don't say I'm good at a lot of things, but rewarding, giving people praise. As a leader, we want our people to want to do better. We want them to celebrate their wins. We want them to feel good when they come into work. We want them to feel accomplished. We as leaders, on the most basic level, have the power to give that to them simply by recognizing and rewarding success. I'm not saying that somebody does their job and you offer them a 5-day cruise. What I'm saying is you acknowledge it. Reward it in the sense of at the next staff meeting, you did a great job. We knocked it out of the park. I'm thrilled. The customer is thrilled. Sharing these exciting times, how people should be so proud of themselves. Again, this has to be authentic. You can't be like, oh, you should be proud you tied your shoes. Come on, we're being serious here. But when something is done and it is somebody's got above and beyond, or you know that they put a solid effort into the completion of a task, make sure that they know you know what's going on. Make sure they know that you are happy for them. Make sure they know that they should be happy for themselves. In life, we need to feel like we're accomplishing something. People go into a state of depression when they're not doing anything, when they don't feel useful. You have the power for your team to make them feel that way. So these were just 4 basic things that a leader needs to have. To find out more, you know what you need to do. You need to get your coffee and you need to get to the next video. Ciao.